What is up, everybody? Jaco here today, and great news, ModSense has been reactivated. What does that mean? I get to collect the little pennies and spend it on something sweet that I make off of YouTube. So, if you like my content, be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button as it helps, and leave a comment below after you watch this video. So today I want to talk about life as a father. Now, I became a father for the first time on December 2nd, 2021. Was a very, very long day, but a great day. Hour of pushing, 26 hours of delivery, around there. And done. I got to meet our daughter for the first time. A lot of people are like, yo, Jake, did you want a boy? Did you want a girl? Now, all my life, like growing up, I was like, yeah, I want a boy, I want a boy, I want a boy, I want a boy. And then I actually, a few months into the pregnancy, I was happy that I was having a daughter in general. Because what if I had a boy? Then I had another boy, and then I had another boy, and I never had a daughter. Now, obviously, it's a lot harder to see myself in my daughter than it would be my son, but my significant other's genes are very strong, very strong. So my daughter has a little butt chin going on. She has the exact same nose as my girlfriend and my fiance and my stepdaughter. B Junior, this is not Animal Planet. Oh God, they always want to take my video, always. So back to the video, back to what I was talking about. What else does she have of yours? Forehead, more of me or you? Lips are about even. Her lips are gonna grow. They're a little small now, but she's a baby. What else? She has my attitude? Okay. So, life as a father. So, if you... B Junior! Stop humping your mother, you're ruining my video. So, life as a father. So, the first few nights the baby was home, she slept in our bedroom. And you're going to come to realize that I'm a person who needs their beauty sleep. Right? Like, if I'm sleeping with somebody in the bed, I need that person to be like still, like not moving. You snore, you're out of the picture. It's not gonna happen. That's that. So after a couple nights of waking up, staying up, we decided, well, I know she's gonna say I decided, but I think it was to a mutual agreement that the baby's belongings, as in her crib, her changing pad, her diapers, everything that the baby had and owned or needed was in the baby room, aka my old office. So I was like, you know what? If one of us is not, well, in her case scenario, it's if one of us doesn't get sleep, ain't nobody getting sleep around here. But in my case scenario, I think only one person should have to not get sleep, while the other person continues to provide for the family. Now, is that making me work harder? Probably not, right? But there's a big but there. But I am a little bit more sane than I would be if I wasn't getting sleep. So, sleep is vital for everybody, right? But the requirements of my fiance is not much. Now, am I saying taking care of a baby is easy? No, I would never say that. I'd never say that, especially because I witnessed it, and I'll tell you a story about that too. But it's much easier when you don't have to work. Your other kids are kind of being taken care of by me. So I do have stepkids as well that are 9 and 11. So I take care of them as well. It's much easier. So after a few nights, I was just like, listen, if you could sleep in the baby room, I think it would be best for all of us. And that's what happened. And it's been that way since about the second day or third day that she was born. Pete Jr., look at this. Look at this. That's a damn shame, man. This is a family channel. Yeah, because Bella's on her, you know what? So, Pete Jr. is a man on a mission. Oh, his thing's out. Ooh. So, back to talking about my daughter and how I accommodated it. It wasn't easy. And at first, she was just like very quiet, very good. But she's very, very fidgety and gets upset very easily. And if she doesn't get her food, if she doesn't get her naps, she's crazy. I mean, she's a baby. She's a baby. She's not crazy. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. She's not crazy. She's a baby, right? And babies are gonna cry. And when I was preparing for it, I was just like, yes, I could do this. Yes, I can deal with this. Yes, I'll change her. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll do that. I won't play video games. I'll take care of my baby. I'll be with my baby 24 hours a day. Like, it's one thing to say something, and it's another thing to actually do something. And I think we all have that issue in people. Because I know when this whole month came around, New Year 2020, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna bump it out at the gym. I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna get back to the way I used to be. It did happen for a little bit, but then I slacked off a little bit because I've been having issues with a couple other things. So that's a discussion for another video though. I just want people to know I'm wearing shorts so I don't get in trouble. I don't want to wear them too high. So let me make my camera a little bit lower just so people don't think I'm not wearing shorts. There we go. Okay, so back to the topic. So I did change diapers. Now, can I do more? I can do more, right? But I do stuff. I do stuff and I don't mind doing it. But our baby, she has explosions like every 2 days. And, you know, my fiance takes care of it. Would I do it? Yeah, right. I don't have a problem doing things, but I like to do things when I'm actually needed, not because somebody else doesn't want to do it or somebody else, you know, that's just the way I look at it. Like, if you're there and you can do it, you know, go do it, right? But I definitely have a problem when it comes to like I used to cook every single day. When I met my fiance and my stepkids, I used to cook for them every single day until she's like, oh, let me cook for you, right? I was like, oh wow, this is nice. You can continue cooking for me. And it's been that way ever since. So that's another thing is that like I say we get too comfortable as individuals, right? So other things that has to do with the baby, I probably give my daughter at least 100 kisses a day, at least. And I would love to just like squeeze her so hard, but I can't. But you know, she's gonna be 3 months on the 2nd of March, so she'll be 3 months. She's been holding her head up for a month now. She's very good at it. She cries here and there, and now she's starting to eat fruits and veggies in the form of baby food, of course, just a little bit. We're having her taste it and stuff like that, but she's amazing. You know, she's on the bouncer most of the time, or she's napping. You know, we try and, you know, once she gets tired around 7, 8 o'clock, we like to put her down for my dogs are so distracting. We like to put her down for the day, so she can try and sleep through the night. Definitely at first, it was like hour by hour, like she was waking up and everything. Now, sometimes she sleeps 3-4 hours. You know, I'm personally telling you this because that's what my fiance tells me. I'm not sleeping with her. Now, some people might think that, hey, doesn't sleeping away from your fiance ruin, you know, your sex life? Does it mess things up? And as a person myself, like I put our daughter before us. And you have to be with somebody who's willing to do that, or else you're gonna get conflicted. Like, oh, we have to do this many times a day, this many times a week. It's not about that. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not dying. She's not dying. We're good, right? is not the most important thing. Our daughter's the most important thing. And B Junior, you're so nasty. And that's what that is. I mean, I can't put myself before my daughter, right? I got a hand. It works perfectly fine. I have work to do, as you guys know. So that's that. I mean, so life as a father, it makes me like I'm very protective. And this is why one of the reasons why I want to work out and get back to the way I was, because I want to protect her and I always want to protect her. Like I don't mess around. Like we don't let other people hold our baby. Um, Besides grandparents, that's it. We don't let anybody kiss our baby besides me, her, the kids. They don't kiss her on the face. They just kiss her on, the head, the cheek, the shoulder. We don't let them kiss them on the face because babies, when they're first born in the first year or so, they break out a lot from bacteria on their face or neck or wherever. So, I personally shouldn't be kissing her that much, but I love her to death. I absolutely love her to death. And I wouldn't be able to live normally if I couldn't kiss my daughter. Like, I just love her that much to like the moon and back. So, adjusting as a father now, there's times where I like try and make like content and I'm like, oh, how do I do this? Or I want to go on like camera or something. I'm like, how do I do this? Because there's times I gotta pick her up. There's times that I gotta rock her. There's times that I gotta feed her. Now, regarding feeding, like she's, like at first, my fiance was having issues producing milk, just because of the duck syndrome where you can't like produce milk for a little bit. So she was being bottle fed for a little bit, and then she was being breastfed, and now it's like 50-50. Sometimes she prefers the bottle, sometimes she prefers the nipple. But with women, they tend to leak if they don't breastfeed. So either you have to pump or you have to breastfeed. So that's a whole situation. Now, personally, I don't give her milk that often. Probably a couple times a week, maybe 2-3 times a week. That doesn't mean she doesn't have it. My fiance does it, but that's that. And diapers, probably maybe once or twice a week. But she does get changed probably like 5 to 7 times a day. So there was a situation where my fiance had to go down south to get some paperwork done and everything. It was going about 5 hours, and I was with the baby. And this was the longest I've ever been with my daughter alone. And I literally think I was going insane. Now, I want people to keep in mind that I would definitely be more active in my daughter's life if I didn't have back and feet issues. And if you don't know about that, I'll make a whole video around that, talking about that in depth and everything. I know I made videos before, but I've got to a point where it's been so bad, and I've seen so many doctors, about 8 doctors, and no resolution. So that's a huge reason why I don't do a lot of things. Like, my daughter likes to be picked up and shaked. I can't stand that long, so I have to do it sitting down. Or I have to do it in her rocker and push her rocker with my foot, which that's what it does, to shake her to go to sleep or calm down. So I do have that issue, and to keep that in mind. I tend to sidetrack, like I'm going off, but I'm trying to come back. So that's more why I'm not as much interactive. But every single morning, I have 20 different nicknames for her. I love her. I mean, when she smiles, she makes me smile. So now she's starting to coo a lot. But she's like, ooh, ooh, like that type of thing. And it's just so adorable. And I can't wait till she starts crawling and then walking and then talking. And I know about the terrible twos and stuff like that. But I'm actually more excited for that time. I'd rather her be crawling and walking and stuff. But she's very hands-on. I mean, her grip is very, very tight. She has her little toys that she actually holds and feels and everything. She's not ticklish yet. She doesn't have that feeling. But another thing is that we used to put mittens on her hands so she didn't scratch her face. And eventually we took them off because we wanted her to have, feeling with her fingers. But she always tends to scratch her face every once in a while. But my fiance does trim her nails, almost daily. But back to the story of when I was left alone with her for like 6 hours, 5 hours. I took her out in the stroller. I walked her a few times, not like a dog. I walked her with the stroller. I picked her up a few times. I fed her a few times. I let her nap as much as possible. But after a while, I started to go crazy. I was starting to be like, oh my God, when are you coming home? When are you coming home? And, it was a toll. And then it made me value my fiance so much more. And I'm very fortunate to be with somebody who raised two kids, 9 and 11. So it's not like I was going through this experience with somebody who never had kids before. And there is some type of mature depression, maturity and depression. I forgot the name of it. It's where mothers have this like depression and they feel like this no bond between them and their child or their infant or baby. And that's very rough, and that is something that's very serious and very scary to witness. But I can see where it comes from. It's like your baby's crying and it's crying and it's crying, and you don't know why it's crying. You don't know what it wants. But usually when a baby's crying, either one, it's in pain, two, it's hungry, three, it needs its diaper changed, or four, it's tired. Now the pain is usually the last thing, unless there's something seriously wrong. In that case, you need to go to the doctor immediately, emergency room, and take care of your baby. But there's times where our baby just wah, 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 and it's like, it's very hard, and it's like, what's wrong? And we took her to her 2-month appointment the other day, which was late because of insurance purposes, and she got 3 shots. And it was so hard to see her get those shots, because the wailing that she did, my heart hurt, and I was crying because I knew how much pain she was in, and it hurt me so bad. I just wanted to hold her and everything, and I was kissing her forehead, and it really hurt. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. This video could be hours and hours long, but my daughter is healthy and doing great. One day, if you guys want, I will put her in a YouTube video, but facing me, not facing you guys, just out of respect. I don't want my daughter connected to me in any way like that right now, especially of her age, but I don't mind showing her back. So if you guys are interested in that, you just let me know. But please, if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel. I'm back. I'm gonna be trying to make videos daily. Take care.